Hi there. Welcome to SAVOR, where healthy living and great recipes meet. Today in my kitchen again, with great pleasure, I have Dr. Michael Blanc and his wonderful wife, Richelle, who is in my kitchen to celebrate eating and a great recipe that we're putting together for you, a Brazilian fish chowder. So we're going to start by saying we have in the pot already some fish and chicken stock and some tomatoes. Dr. Michael Blanc's going to add some shrimp to that pot.
So we're going to add shrimp, and shrimp has actually had a really bad rap that it's sort of got cholesterol in it. It does have a little bit of cholesterol in it, but it's actually fairly heart healthy. It's a good protein. It's got a lot of protein per gram, but also it actually has more omega-3 fatty acids than we would normally think with an item like shrimp. And in fact, 4 ounces of shrimp will have 400 or 500 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, which is about a third of your daily need for that. And we've already put in some tilapia. Tilapia is a wonderful white, light fish for us. It's a farm-raised fresh fish, so it does not have a lot of the omega-3s in it, but it's a good source of protein, lots of protein, low on calories.
Excellent, Mike. Now, Richelle. Richelle had some great comments about the stock in which we use. Now, how did you make this growing up? Tell me about your background a little bit and how you make your stock.
I'm French and Portuguese. My mom's born in France, and some of the best things and tips that my mother has taught me over the years is it's very easy to do a seafood stock in advance if you don't have access to chicken broth. Usually what I'll do is when I'm peeling shrimp, or I have the fish head or fish tail from fish, whether it was a tilapia or what it was, I boil that on a Sunday, simmer it with a little bit of onion and celery, and then I freeze it in a baggie, and I usually try to freeze it in the shape of a cube. You can just use a piece of Tupperware, a to-go piece, and I put it in the freezer. So when I'm ready to prepare a wonderful soup like this, I have a very easy stock that I can just add to the pan. Also, my vegetables, I usually try to, my mom taught me years ago to put in a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of garlic, and saute the raw vegetables just to add a little bit more flavor to your stock when you're making your soup.
Excellent. So, Richelle, to this recipe, today we're going to add some peppers and some onion and a little lime juice. And thanks for those great tips. Again, if you can make your homemade stock, that is always the best way for flavor and quality of soup.
And the peppers are really good. They're actually a very healthy thing. They have a lot of vitamin C. If you get a portion of red or green peppers, it'll have 100%, over 100% of your allotted vitamin C requirement for the day. So it's another way to get vitamin C without a citric item. Great. And then our onions, I'm supervised heavily in the kitchen about when I chop.
You guys like onions, don't you?
We do.
Yeah.
And I'm always supervised. And she tells me not to waste the onions. And I thought it was just because we're trying to be economical with our 5 kids, but it's really because the outer layer of the onions actually have 70 to 80% of the nutrients in them. So that's actually the most nutritious part of the onion.
Awesome, great information, Doc. Now, what else you got to add to our pot of soup here?
Well, of course, if we're cooking here with you, Henry, we've got to add a little yeehaw.
Oh, I got to have some yeehaw, buddy.
Little jalapeno
We're in
there.
Texas.
And we've had a little garlic. The garlic we're going to put in too, just to give a little bit of flavoring with
A little minced garlic.
And that is all we're going to do.
Beautiful. Okay.
And this is going to simmer. And if you wanted to do this in the crock pot, Richelle's a wonderful crock pot cooker.
That'd be awesome.
This would be a good way to do that.
You are right. You probably want to turn on low for 4 hours. That'd be perfect for that because you don't want to overcook your seafood. And a lot of people do overcook seafood. This on the stovetop would only take probably 25 minutes at the most. It wouldn't take long at all, and you have great flavors. Now, Richelle, you got a great apron. I got to mention the gold apron. You know what? Where's your gold apron, Doc?
She really has elevated. She really has elevated the fashion sense of SAVOR.
Yeah, he hasn't come prepared there.
You're right, Doc. Yeah, looking good.
But I would like to say to all the moms out there and professionals, it's a great way to pull your family together. And cooking is something you shouldn't be intimidated by. It's very easy to do. It pulls the family together. My husband says all the time, our teens have a lower incidence of obesity with a family that eats together. So put forth your best effort to try to pull that meal together. And a one-pot meal like that is so easy and simple.
And
Thank you.
What was the statistic you mentioned about families and obesity?
There's a 50% less risk of obesity in teenagers when you eat together as a family.
Huge, guys. Eat together as a family. Very important for your health and our community. Folks, we're trying our soup.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Great, and
Great.
it's got your kick to it.
Got
Andrew.
some.
That's a real
Yeah. Good thing. Richelle, thanks for coming by
Thank you
and,
for
and
having me.
supporting the good doctor and myself. Savor life, friends. Eat well. Love one another. We'll see you next time.